Welcome to Upshift. In the previous episode, we were talking about sustainability reporting standards in overall. Today, I am going to talk about a very specific standard. This is a general sustainability reporting standard which has been there for more than 2 decades. And this particular standard is considered as the most prominent standards being practiced by many organizations globally. It is GRI report or GRI standard. GRI stands for Global Reporting Initiative. Today what I am going to talk about is certain tips that you need to understand in terms of execution of your sustainability report with respect to GRI standard. Let me start with the first question. First you need to understand what's in it all about, or what GRI standards is all about. To do that, what you need to do? To gather the knowledge about or to gain the knowledge about GRI standards, there are 3 avenues that you could follow. First way is you could go to GRI website, download all the standards free of charge. Then you can read it. If you want my support, I will be able to share the link of GRI report download in the comment section. The second approach is there are certain programs which is available from the website of the GRI itself. You could register yourselves to become an accredited GRI professional so that you could learn about those standards. Step number 3 is about you could get the support of an external expert. There are external experts who are certified for GRI, as well as there are experts who have hands-on experience in terms of GRI reporting. You could choose one of them and get trained yourselves for that. These are the 3 ways that you could come to know about the GRI standard. Second tip that I am going to talk about is when you are going to report sustainability according to GRI standard, some of you may be wondering how many things that you need to report. What you are going to report is all about. When it comes to GRI reporting, please make sure to understand you can't report whatever that you want, but whatever the topic standard which is relevant to you. How do you determine it? In GRI standard, there are different standards that you could follow. There are basically 3 categories of standards. First we call universal standard. That standard everyone required to be followed. Second standard we call sector standard, based on the sector that you are representing. For example, if you are representing oil and gas industry, there is a specific sector standards available, and you could report according to that sector standard. If there is no sector standard, then you need to follow universal standard, plus there are plenty of topic standards available. Topic standards are coming under 3 major buckets. One is environmental, second is economic, third is social. There are altogether 33 topic standards. You need to choose appropriate topics and report it. I know now you may be wondering how you are going to choose the topics. Are you going to report all 33 topics in the standard? Answer is no. You don't need to report all 33 standards according to GRI standards. What you need to do is you need to understand how you are going to report it based on the topic that is relevant to your organization. How do you identify what is relevant for you? If you could remember, in previous episodes we were talking about an exercise called materiality assessment. In the materiality assessment, what did you do is you were able to determine what are the material topics for the business. Similarly, with respect to all these standards coming under economic, social and environmental parameters, what you need to do is you need to evaluate all these topics through a materiality assessment and determine what is material for your business. Those are the topics that you need to report. Question number 3 or the tip number 3 is about how you are going to prepare yourselves in terms of reporting. Once you identify materiality topics relevant to your organization, first what you need to do is you need to understand whether you have data available. What is the current performance? When you are going to report those topics, sometimes you do not have required information within your organization. Then what you need to do is you need to identify those gaps and started working on reporting those. At the same time, you may not have a proper strategy to tackle those material topics. Then you need to focus on how to come up with a sustainability strategy to address those material topics. You could refer our previous videos how we have come up with in terms of establishing a robust sustainability strategy for your business. At the same time, you may be able to build capability in terms of the knowledge and awareness of your employees as well as respective stakeholders about these material topics. These are certain tips that I wanted to share in terms of GRI reporting at the first episode related to GRI reporting. In next episode, we are going to talk about more insight about GRI reporting and what you need to know in terms of coming up with a sustainability strategy for your business. Stay tuned.